Ready, set, adventure! Come along with us at UNESCO World Tour as we visit the Hilton Barbados Resort on day 4 of our NCL Viva cruise. There she is, the beautiful Norwegian Viva. The Viva started sailing in the Mediterranean in August of 2023 and came to the Caribbean in November of 2023. So she is practically brand new. I love the shades of lavender that she has painted. I'll link our video exploring the ship and let you know what we loved and didn't love about the Viva and Norwegian Cruise Line. We're in Barbados today from 10 to 6. And it was nice to be able to sleep in a little bit and not have to rush around so much in the morning. However, everyone else had the same idea. We tried to take the stairs thinking it would be faster than the elevator, but ended up waiting about 20 minutes to get off the ship, which wasn't the end of the world, just a little inconvenient. And remember, be patient because paradise awaits. We chose to walk down the pier, although you can wait and there is a bus that shuttles people down to the end of the pier because it's quite a long walk. We didn't mind, the weather was perfect. It was January, so the humidity had not kicked in yet, and the sun was warm, but it was not blazing and blaring down. Looking back at the ship, you can really get an appreciation for how big it actually is. It's really amazing. We were docked next to the P&O Arvia, which I believe is a British ship because all the passengers seem to be British. And also docked in Barbados that day was a Celebrity Beyond, which is another beautiful ship. So we were expecting a fairly busy day in port. When you finally reach the end of the pier, you will enter into a large shopping district. This is wonderful because it's undercover, it's air conditioned, you're out of the sun, it's bright, it's colorful, it was really, really nicely done. And of course they offer all kind of the normal stores that you're used to from a cruise, like Del Sol, Caraloha, plus they'll have souvenirs from Barbados that I'm sure you'll want to pick up. There's places to sit along the way, and they also have a liquor store with a Mount Gay rum and different little stands where they had, one lady was selling hot sauce, just all kinds of great stuff. If you're looking for a taxi or a tour bus, just look up and follow the signs. You have to walk all the way through the shops to the very end. I would just suggest keeping your shopping till the end when you're coming back to the ship so that you don't have to carry all your wonderful things that you just bought. Plus it gives you motivation to get back to the ship on time and not miss the boat, literally. When you finally reach the end of the indoor mall, you'll find yourself outside with even more choices for shopping and some nice bars and restaurants. Again, everything is so bright and colorful, and everything just seemed super, super clean. I was very impressed with the port. Now we're going to walk and try to find the taxi stand and take our taxi over to our day pass, which is at the Barbados Hilton. As I'm sure you know, you should always ask the taxi rate before you even step foot into the taxi. This will avoid any crazy rates being charged to you since there are no meters in most island taxi cabs. At the Barbados taxi stand, you will see a placard that shows you rates to the most popular places, so you should be able to get either an exact idea of what it's going to cost or a general idea based on what your destination is. We were going to spend our day at the Hilton Barbados Resort, which I booked using ResortPass.com. If you're not familiar with this, I linked a video below where I show you exactly what it is, how to book it, and why it might be a good reason to do this. We had no trouble getting a cab. We had a van that we shared with 5 other people, 4 of whom were also going to the Hilton, and the man up front was going to the Boatyards, which is another beach, like day club, beach club that's near the ship. Very popular. I think it has a much more vibrant, lively vibe than the Hilton, which we chose because it was just nice and quiet and exactly the way we wanted to spend our day. Leave a comment below if you have ever visited the Boatyard. But you do have options. You could even go to Las Vegas and try your luck. The cab ride was not super scenic, but it did give us a nice idea of what Bridgetown was and what it had to offer. When our taxi driver dropped us off at the hotel, we got his information and asked if he could come back and get us at 4 o'clock, which he did and got us back to the ship in plenty of time. I'd like to take a moment to ask you to subscribe to Hikanuki World Tour. We invite you to come along on our travels with us. We'll offer some tips, tricks, and reviews as we tour the world and experience places new and old. We'd love for you to join us. Thanks, we really appreciate you. Upon our arrival, we were excited to see the resort and all its facilities. We were surprised to see how close we actually were to the ship. The Hilton is located on Needham's Point, where the Atlantic Ocean and Caribbean Sea meet, making for spectacular vistas of the crystal clear blue waters. Plus, the sand was some of the most luxurious sand we've ever walked on. It really felt like you were walking on silk. It was absolutely wonderful. The seas were a little rough for us that day, so we didn't venture out very far, but there were some kids who were boogie boarding, and they looked like they were having a blast. The Needham's Point Lighthouse is the second oldest lighthouse in Barbados and is located on the grounds of the Hilton. The historic Charles Fort is also located on the grounds of the Hilton. It dates back to the mid-1600s, and you can see the cannons which still remain where they would have been pointed out to protect the island. As I mentioned, we booked our day pass through the website ResortPass.com, and our pass included 2 lounge chairs with an umbrella, full use of the facilities including 3 pools, a hot tub, beach facilities which also had lounge chairs, the restaurant and bar at the pool, the exercise room, and they also had a locker room and changing rooms for us to use, as well as nice clean restrooms. The hotel was very nice, very clean. All the people were super friendly, and we really felt welcomed. We couldn't wait to start our day. And did I mention that the staff were friendly?
Welcome to Hilton Barbados Resort.
Thank you. This way.
Now we gotta come down the steps.
Yep.
We got our gym.
Yeah.
We got the spa.
And that's where you check in for the day pass, right?
You guys on the day pass?
Yes, we are.
You're bad as
Yeah, we are.
down there is where you can drink all of the alcohol you want.
All the Banks beer,
Well,
right?
sure we work with that.
That's the favorite, right?
Yeah, man. These are local beers.
All right, I'll have a couple for you.
Then we headed over to the towel stand to pick up a couple of towels and go find a nice spot under an umbrella Ella AAA. Shout out to Rhianna, who was born in Barbados, in St. Michael's Parish, which is right where we are. In fact, she launched her Girl Like Me album in April of 2006 right here at the Hilton Barbados. To the left of the pool is a poolside beach bar and restaurant. They had great drinks. The service was really good, really fast on the drinks. The food was a bit slow. They also had poolside drink service. You could sit at your chair and put your little flag up and they would come and take your order. Pool area featured 3 separate pools. One was an infinity pool, one was a kiddie pool, and then a large swimming area. There were also 2 hot tubs, which unfortunately were under construction while we were there. But the pool water was very crystal clear and inviting. The temperature was refreshing. This beach had the most beautiful sand. It was like walking on talcum powder. The beach was very clean, there was not very much debris anywhere, and it was just a beautiful, serene environment. There were plenty of lounge chairs and umbrellas on the beach in 2 separate areas, which were very inviting and made it a wonderful place to stop and take a little nap. There were no beach vendors on this beach, so you could take a nap or play with your kids or do whatever you wanted without interruption. This is the infinity pool, which is up a few steps from the beach, another pool. It was temperature-rific, very refreshing. The water was very clean, and they even give scuba lessons to hotel guests. Below is the kiddie pool. There were very few children when we were there, so as you can see, there's nobody in the kiddie pool, but it's still a nice relaxing place to get a lounge chair. After all of our walking on the beach and swimming in the pool, we were ready to stop and get a bite to eat and a drink at the bar. The bar had typical bar food, poolside food, and the prices on the menu are in the local currency, which was 2 times the US dollar on our visit. So prices were pretty reasonable for a hotel. A beer was $8, which was $4 US, so we had a couple of those. Deputy and Banks were the 2 local beers, and Banks turned out to be our favorite. Cheers! So that's a recap of our day at the Hilton Barbados, which we booked using ResortPass. The pools were nice, the beach was beautiful, the sand exquisite, and all the people were friendly. The facilities overall were very nice, with the exception of the shower and changing areas, which needed a little bit of attention. Overall, we had a wonderful day at the Barbados Hilton, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone. And it's a must-do if Barbados is a port of call on your next cruise. Thanks for joining us today at UNESCO World Tour. I hope I've given you some insight into the Hilton Barbados and the things that you can do and what to expect. I've linked below my video on how exactly to use the ResortPass and how you too could use it for a day of fun in the sun at the Hilton Barbados. I've also linked a video to our top 5 likes and dislikes on the NCL Viva, so take a look. Until next time, wishing you the happiest travel days. And our travel wisdom of the day is, it is better to go somewhere once than to hear about it 100 times.